Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day and happy Monday. This is another new week, and my prayers to all my fans out there, both old and young, whether big or small, you are rich or poor. My prayers from the depth of my heart, I said, my God must surely bless you and meet you at every point of your need. And the information I'm about to pass on to the general public, when I saw this video this morning, I think I was scrolling through the that app called TikTok, and I found this most talented voice. After hearing from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's preaching, when you listen to Traore, this clip you're about to watch now, if you listen to this clip, if you play it very well, just have a deep meaning and understanding inside your heart, you find out that I call this guy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's son. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu was almost 60 years, if I'm not mistaken. But this guy is just 36 going to 37 or 37 going to 38. So somebody that the mid-60s can give birth to somebody who is 37 years old. But let me not just go there. I want you to listen to this voice. This guy have spilled the beans. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If Tinubu and his allies survive this, then they will know that Biafra will remain in captivity forever. But I am very sure they're not going to survive this. The Europeans are busy killing Russians. They want to spoil the Russia because Russia are intruding into their main capital, into their main ATM, which is the Africans. So now the Russia has devised another means again to destabilize them by taking over control of all the whole Africans that Europe have been, they have been managing all this while, making them to grow poor. But now Russia and that of China and North Korea have come to give them life and give them that life in more abundantly. Let me not take much of your time. Please, as you are watching, drop your opinion in the comment section concerning this video. What do you think we should do to get this one in our palms? Because this guy need to be with us to fight this battle, because this is the only fearless leader whatsoever in African soil as of today. Only fearless leader, which is Ibrahim Traore. Please let us watch this clip together, and then we'll come back for more discussion. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I am sorry if I take much of your data or much of your time because of my toko. Because if I leave toko, wait I go feed do, wait again. Let's go there. Regardez.
I'm archiving every distortion. I am Ibrahim Traore, and today I'm pulling off your masks. Yes, you heard correctly. I, whom you call a young military junta leader, whom you brand as a dangerous radical, whom you serve up as an anti-Western dictator, am now telling you the truth. And this time you cannot turn off your microphones. This time you cannot turn away your cameras. This time your editors cannot cut this speech, because the world you monopolize no longer exists. Because millions will hear these words now, without passing through your filters, without being subjected to your distortions, without being muddied by your lies. I am 34 years old. Every day of my life, I grew up with your lies. As a child, I would watch Africa on television. Always the same images. Children with flies, dry lands, weapons, death. This is Africa, they told us. This is what Africa is. And we believed it. We were ashamed of ourselves. We were ashamed of our own lands, of our own people. But then I grew up. I read, I researched, I questioned, and I understood that the Africa you showed us wasn't real. The story you told us was a lie. The fate you imposed on us was a script you had written. For years, how have you portrayed Africa? How have you shown it? How have you sold it to your viewers? As if we were creatures who had no share of humanity. As if we were savages left outside of civilization. As if we were wretches waiting for you to save us. Every day, every hour, every minute, the same story plays on your screens. Hunger, war, disease, corruption, terror, chaos. These are the words that come to mind when Africa is mentioned. In your Africa dictionary, there are no other words. No hope, no success, no development, no resistance, no honor, no pride, no victory. So I ask you, New York Times, Washington Post, Guardian, Le Monde, have you ever made Africa's successes your headlines? How many times have you written about Rwanda's technology miracle? How many times have you shown Ethiopia's reforestation project? How many times have you praised Botswana's democratic success? How many times have you described Kenya's entrepreneurial ecosystem? No, because these don't fit your scenario. Your Africa cannot be successful. It cannot, because then how will you legitimize your exploitation? If it's not in need of help, how will you intervene? If it's not backward, how will you look down on it? Have you ever asked yourselves, has any editor sitting at their desk, any news director in a meeting, any columnist at their keyboard ever thought, why are the people of the world's richest lands poor? Here are the numbers for you, real numbers. Africa owns 70% of the world's cobalt reserves. Your cell phone, your computer, your electric car won't work without cobalt. This cobalt comes from Congo, but Congolese can't afford cell phones. Africa owns 90% of the world's platinum reserves. Catalytic converters, electronic devices, medical implants, they all need platinum. This platinum comes from South Africa, but South Africans are crushed by unemployment. Africa provides 30% of the world's gold production. Mali, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Tanzania. Gold flows like rivers from our lands, but our people swim in poverty. Africa supplies 65% of the world's diamond production. Botswana, Angola, Congo, Sierra Leone, billions of dollars worth of diamonds are extracted, but our miners live on $1 a day. Africa owns 35% of the world's uranium reserves. Niger, Namibia, South Africa. Nuclear plants run on our uranium. Paris lights burn with our uranium, but our villages have no electricity. And you still ask, why is Africa poor? No, the right question is, how was Africa kept poor while being so rich? Here's your answer. Colonialism didn't end. It changed shape. You used to come and occupy our lands. Now you come and establish companies. You used to take by force. Now you make agreements. You used to rule with the whip. Now you rule with credit. Let me give you concrete examples. With numbers, names, dates, but you'll never write about these. Glencore, Swiss-based mining giant, extracting cobalt in Congo. 2022 revenue, $256 billion. A tax paid to Congo, $500 million. That's 0.2%. Is this justice? Rio Tinto, British-Australian mining giant, extracting bauxite in Guinea, 20 million tons annually. What's left for Guinea? Environmental pollution and cancer. Total, now Total Energies, French oil giant, extracting oil in Angola, Nigeria, Congo. 2022, profit, $36 billion investment in Africa, dirty pipelines, Anglo-American, founded in South Africa but now in London. Diamonds, platinum, iron, taking everything. What it left in South Africa? 6 million unemployed miners. And these are just the tip of the iceberg. What about the invisible, the secret deals, the offshore accounts, the transfer pricing tricks? Every year, $88 billion in illegal money flows out of Africa. Who writes about this? Every year, $45 billion in aid comes to Africa. Everyone writes about this, but no one says Africa is not the continent receiving aid, it's the continent giving aid. While you zoom your cameras on swollen bellies, there is a huge system working. I'm recording every lie.
So, my people, if you watch Ibrahim Traore finish and you think there's no any way you are going to link this guy to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are making a very big mistake. I call him Nnamdi Kanu's junior, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's junior brother, or maybe even they are not being related by blood, but by ideology, by steadfastness, by standing strong, by rebuking the West, which is the problem the Africans are having today. This guy and Nnamdi Kanu have a very, very things in common, vital things in common. I don't want you to look at it, maybe I'm trying to sugarcoat it, I'm trying to gaslight the Biafrans. No. What this guy stands for today is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been standing for all these years, over decades, and this guy just emanated 2 years ago. So you can imagine the long distance between Nnamdi Kanu fighting against the imperialists in Africa and also in that contraction called Nigeria. You can imagine how many years this guy have been speaking. Nnamdi Kanu today are being caged. Not because of Biafra struggle. You people don't understand. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have opened the eyes of some people in Africa now who begin to ask questions. What is happening to our mineral resources? Nnamdi Kanu started that movement. Ojukwu fought for Biafrans alone. Yes, you cannot take the fact that Ojukwu is a Biafra hero. But Ojukwu fought for Biafrans alone. Nnamdi Kanu was not fighting for Biafra alone. He was not fighting for the good of Nigeria alone. He fought, or rather, he's still fighting for the good of the Africans in general, to liberate Africa. Plus, Lumumba is there. The other guy in South Africa is there. Malema is there. All these guys is what you need to listen to. Then you know where Traore is picking his wisdom from. All those ones are speaking without no action. Yes, Patron Mulumba is just, let me call him a convener or a political analyst. You understand me? He do his own truth speaking. Malema, okay, of South Africa, also do his own truth speaking and some other actions. But Ibrahim Traore have put his own in action, telling them that you people cannot do me anything. If you dare me, then you have my fathers to contend with, which is the king of all the jungle, Oga PP. Let me call his name in full. But let us just go back to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's teachings, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's speakings, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's actions, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's words of wisdom. I cannot call it a motivational speaker because it's not a motivating anybody. Motivational speakers are just there to put people in risk. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is never that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you, I will destroy the imperialists with facts and figures. They are holding Nnamdi Kanu today because he opened the eyes of many. Somebody who will speak for good 6, 7, 8, 10 hours without not getting tired of opening the eyes of people who are doomed. Now, most Nigeria today can wake up now and begin to shout this, shout that because Nnamdi Kanu started the movement. Everywhere you're going now is very dark man, VDM, Nnamdi Kanu started that movement. But the person who is the originator of this movement is being kept behind bars. Nobody, not even the Zojurans, are calling for his release. Are you hearing me now? Nobody is calling for his release. But everybody is very busy calling for a VDM. Anything that happened, they will flood the street. Oh, VDM, release VDM. Come on, my people. United we stand and divided we fall. The division is what all these fools in government house are capitalizing on to deal and steal the common patrimony of the poor. But those who have been told this, did they know anything? They will not know anything. They won't even do like they know what is happening. You go on X now, the only thing you find there is Hausa fighting Igbo, Yoruba fighting Igbo, and Igbos retaliating. The fact just still remains that contraption of a country cannot be together. You cannot gather human beings and animals and tell them to be at the same place. It is not done, which is not going to work, even if you like. Even if you like, force them to 1 million years, there will still never be peace. And that's, a place that don't have peace, there's no anyhow you are going to expect progress. You understand me? There's no anyhow you're going to expect progress. So there's no peace and there's no progress. And that's the simple truth. Well, let me not take much of your time. Let us just dissect the comment section for you to know what I'm talking about. And I want you to, as you are watching, please make sure you kindly drop your own opinion at the comment section as well. Because each time I see this guy, no matter, even if his video is 6 hours, I must surely watch it to the end. It gives me joy to see an African man who will stand strong like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of us, if a lot of us happen to be in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's shoe, by now, all of us would have been taking amnesty. By now. That's exactly what happened to Owazirike. How long does Owazirike spend in prison that he come out and abandon Masob and hang off his shoe and take the money they pay to him? Because if you get there, if you get to DSS and you didn't come out in time, my brother, you can imagine the kind of offer that have been going underground, upstairs, downstairs, left, right, and center. And then Nnamdi Kanu said, I can never be burned. Instead, keep me here. But for me to renounce what I have started, I can never do it because my parents have already followed this struggle. Yet tomorrow some people will still come out and be badmouthing Nnamdi Kanu, calling him all manner of names. Igbo, so no be Hausa, no be Yoruba. But everybody go there well. We go there okay. Because last, everybody must collect breakfast. It depends on when they serve you your own breakfast. If they serve it in the morning, then glory be to God. If some people, their breakfast are being served in the midnight, you can imagine what that means. But let me not take much of your time as we dissect the comment section. Malay said, do Captain Ibrahim Traore speak English? Every sinner said Ibrahim Traore is highly intelligent and motivated when Africa unites. When Africa unites, they can free themselves from exploitation. That is Sarah, right? Go and open the door. Francis said, long live President Ibrahim Traore. Mr. Ken said, may Allah protect Ibrahim Traore at all costs. Allah said, make him president of the whole Africa. I swear to God, if they make this guy president of the whole Africa, then Africa will be good. Somebody said this is AI. Why are people so daft? AI indeed. Scout said, I'm now thinking that this is an AI generated. Him speaking is he even speaking in this him? Is this him or AI? Wasn't the money that was raised at the concert here each year stolen by the African government? I could be wrong. You are very, very wrong. Look at them. He does not speak good English and French too. Okay, so it sounds like he's been educated in Eton or Cambridge. He's got a proper English accent. How very strange. Where did he grew up? Africa or England? Answers on the postcard, please. They will never believe now because the guy have opened their gutter mouth and their gutter ike. Ndara say it's AI. Okay, let's take it. It is an AI. Was that AI speaking the truth or not? That's the real truth. People who this truth hit now will come back and tell you it is AI. That is the gospel truth. I laugh in Spanish. Anyway, my people, I beg you, let us just end it here. More of this discussion, let it continue at the comment section of this video. Make sure you do the needful. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I, Ukulora, will always be here to serve you. My people, Oya make enjoy on a new week. Kachineke mezioku, ke mesiano, my wonderful people. I love you all.